Hey guys, I just went out for a little while, so I thought once I came back in, um, I would do a brief update. Um, you can't see, like, I know that technically my top being open like this is a little bit lewd, but technically you can't see my cleavage from here, so I just needed to breathe a little bit. Um, it's warmer in my apartment than it was out there, so why am I yawning? I had coffee. Um, So I just did my introduction into a 6-week workshop about handling chronic pain. So hopefully for the next 5 weeks, I'll be doing that. And hopefully I'll be providing um, any tidbits of what I learn. Ugh, I'm looking at this and it doesn't fit the rest of me, you know? Like, sorry. Um, I felt confident until I put on the camera. um, so if there's something that I learn along the way that I haven't already passed on or learned myself, or I remember so I know to speak to you guys about it, I'll be sure to share it. Um, because along with my whole weight loss journey, um, dealing with long-term chronic pain is actually one of the things that I do deal with. So um, I I know there's at least some of my subscribers, and I'm up to 45 subscribers, by the way, and I appreciate every single one of you. It means a whole lot to me. Sorry, Old Man Muffin was just shadowboxing, so I got distracted. But um, I appreciate everyone that has subscribed, will subscribe. Um, Thumbs up, every comment, it matters to me. It means a lot to me. And that's why I continuously talk about it, because I'm trying so much to convey how much it means to me. So, thank you. Um, but I do know that at least a few of you, through the comments, have talked about how you also have some pain issues. And so, um, that's why I talked about my use of the medicinal cannabis and the fact that I'm not on opioids, and how I've navigated that. I can go more in depth if people would like. Please let me know, because I'm willing to do that. Um, I mean, sorry for the sniffle there. um, I was not addicted to opioids. Um, I understand that. My pain doctor understood that. But what was happening, because I had already been on them for at least 5 years by the point that I actually had started to see him, um, I was becoming dependent on them. And that's a different problem in and of itself, because um, the way that opioids affect the pain receptors in your brain and such like that, they become less effective the longer you take them. So you gradually have to increase the dosage. or the frequency and how often you take them. It's a bad cycle to be a part of. And I didn't want that to be me. And my pain doctor was very appreciative that that was not what I wanted. So we had to get myself off of them first, which thankfully, because it was just a dependency and not an outright I'm sorry, I see my necklace kind of tangled up. But because I didn't have an outright addiction, I think my withdrawals were minor in comparison to what others have gone through. For me, there was nerve sensations that I did not like at all. They were primarily, oddly enough, on my back. Like, it felt... It's similar to like when your leg falls asleep or something, but it felt warmer. I don't know if this is gonna... if it's gonna like be effective in describing it, but that's what it felt like. And it was so present and so aggravating. That's the right word for it. And I would have to try to take like over the counter stuff and everything. I found out that hot cream, also kind of sometimes marketed as cellulite cream, helped with that sensation, even though that also produces like a warm sensation. That's why they call it hot cream. For some reason, putting that on my back seemed to help. It was like fighting fire with fire. It was weird. Bodies are weird. But yeah, it would help at least temporarily. And I think I went through that for about a few weeks. And then that's when I was able to get on the naltrexone, which is normally used in its normal doses to treat people that have addictions. Whether that's alcohol or opioids or even like the harder stuff, like heroin and things like that. But in lower doses, it can help treat people with severe pain issues. I believe I mentioned that in a video before, but not everyone will watch every single video, so I don't mind repeating this sort of information because I feel like it could be of some benefit to someone at some point. They put it into a suspension, which is a type of liquid. It takes 2 hours for them to process. And it's just a much smaller dose of what they normally give to those people. But if you take an opioid while you're on it, they basically cancel each other out. So especially if you have pain issues, that will make for a bad time. So you can't be on both. So it was important that I get off of them. And the naltrexone suspension helped a lot. It wasn't perfect. Everything I take now, and again, if people want, I can actually break down specifically all the medications I take. Just let me know and I will. But in conjunction with those, with the cannabis products that I use, that are medicinal, and therefore, they're of pharmaceutical quality. And I stress that because the more I've read about it to understand before I even started taking this stuff myself, Those people who go to other sources, I have concerns for you guys because you don't know necessarily what you're ingesting. Because it's not regulated the same way. And especially when you hear sometimes people are putting things like fentanyl in their products. And I know that would probably seem like a shot in the dark, like random, it couldn't happen to me sort of thing. But even in the 90s, they used to lace that like angel dust in with pot and stuff like that. So it's not impossible. It might be improbable, but it's not impossible. So just a word of caution to those who imbibe. I love you guys. And so I'm not trying to be a buzzkill. I'm just mother henning. There's a difference. And I hope you all understand that. Because obviously, I mean, I take some of the products myself. So I'm not bashing on cannabis. It's just what some people do with it that's problematic. So my pain, with being mindful of the issues that I have, my medication, stuff like that, I have it under control pretty well. I mean, I'm still going to hurt at the end of the day, especially if I'm engaging in activity, if I'm doing housework, if I'm sitting for car rides, sitting up for long periods. It's just the name of the game. But it's better than it was. It's a lot better than what it was. It had gotten so bad at a point that I wouldn't be able to do these videos like this. I would have had to be doing them from my bed. All foodie booty style. So yeah, I'm very appreciative where I'm at now in my pain journey. And so I definitely want to share what I've learned along the way for anyone else to be able to use if they need it. Because I think, I don't know, it's just who I am. I want to help people. And this is the way I can do it, from my couch, because I have pain issues and I can't. If I could do a social work job, I wish I could. But that's just, it's too much for me. Sadly. I'm hearing stuff going on in my hall. So, yeah, just let me know if you guys would be interested. I'm probably going to share stuff anyway, but I'd like to know if there's an active interest. So I'm going to wrap things up. Thankfully, this will actually be a short update for me. My sort of short. So I hope you're having a good weekend. We got a bunch of snow and it's kind of cold out there. So be warm. Be careful if you do have snow. Pick your shoes or boots with the best treads if you have to go out. I love you guys, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.